So yeah, this ugly ass planet. Classic Pag.
Classic Pag. Just generating planets currently.
Right, I'll do an intro, Marshall, and you'll catch up to me, I guess, if that's alright. Marshall?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Hello and welcome everybody, I'm ZaphodX, and here we are with the very final game in Clan Wars Season 1, presented by eSports.com. I'm ZaphodX, and I'm joined here by Marshall.
Hello folks, yes, and this is it. This is the final game of this season with Pag versing off against Promethean. However, because neither team could fill their quota of players, we've got a 2 versus 2 here on this ginormous metal planet with tons of metal everywhere.
Yeah. There is an abundance, as they say. Air Factory is coming up from Promethean on the south. Air Factory already up in the north. Air Factory about to be finished from Pag. Going for vehicle factories on the left and bot factories on the right. What do you think we're going to see here? Vehicles or bots?
I think a combination. Possibly early bots and then vehicles to follow, because there's so many choke points that the bots can circumnavigate quickly.
Yeah.
But if you get a big blob of vehicles, they're just going to be unstoppable.
Yeah. I think it works both ways. You can have those fast bots doing loads of really fast raiding, coming in awkward places on the opposite side of the planet, and just moving very fast. Whereas the tanks, if you want to just go straight towards their base and do not stop, they can sort of power through quite a lot. I think it's definitely a trade-off.
And the air game is going to be so influential in this as well, because of the massive planet spread and the choke points as well. If you can get a massive bombing run while things are crossing bridges, that's a win-win. Yeah. I'm still surprised we don't see early Pelicans. You can set up so many proxy base opportunities here. It's unreal.
Early walls for a combat fabber? Quite a lot of metal invested here already. That's like 500 metal invested in a wall.
I don't know.
Really worth?
I think we'll have to see what they're doing with that, because it's their main base, so they're going to want to make it slightly awkward for any invaders, regardless.
3 minutes in, do you really want to be building combat fabbers and walls at this stage? I feel this is a gross waste of economy.
Well, it's 1.5 minutes, don't forget. Strictly speaking.
Oh, yes. The game starts at 2 minutes, yeah. Oh, it started earlier than that, I think. No
yeah.
way.
They're probably about 2 minutes in, but there we are. But yeah, even so, incredibly early. I personally don't see a massive problem with it, because there's such a big space between the spawns. So by the time that...
But that's what I'm talking about. By the time they get there, you could have built the walls, rather than building them now. I just feel like it's way too early. But, you know, these days you can build a teleporter really close, get units there surprisingly quickly. I think, honestly, an attack on the opposite hemisphere would be a good idea. If you come around to the opposite side, say sort of over here, or maybe down in the south over here, and dropping a teleporter and trying to set up a base on your opponent's hemisphere, I think could be a really powerful move.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really good as well, because then, of course, you can attack from multiple lines, and when you do that, rather than just using the crow flies, then you divide and conquer, as they say. Bombing run coming in on a group of docks. Oh, they all go, leaving 5 there. Oh dear. Those docks at all, and they all go down. Take the bomber with them, but that was a lot of docks.
Slight lead in terms of metal for Promethean. It's nothing at this stage though. Slight unit count in favour of Promethean, but still absolutely everything to play for, very even between the teams. Trying to protect their expanding engineers with their fighters, trying to do a little bit of intel with Pag's fighters here, coming in against their fighters, destroy them. Engineers a little bit more vulnerable. Bomber coming towards the south, looking to do some raiding. See what they choose to go for. I just do not like this defensive play. I feel this is...
I feel it's a bit overinvested.
Very passive, complete waste of eco, and ridiculous to be doing at this stage of the game.
Yeah, I think I agree with you at this point. I think it's a little bit excessive now. When, if you look at the other base, those are the walls they've made.
Right now, they almost walling themselves into a tiny corner of this map and ceding map control.
Yeah.
I just think it's mad. I mean, if we look at Pag's base, they're still very open. They're still absolutely free to expand in any direction they want. They don't have anything restricting them. But if we look at Promethean, they just walling themselves in. You may be preventing the enemies coming in, but you're also preventing yourself coming out.
Zaphod does not approve.
No, I don't. I love walls, but I don't like this usage of walls. I do like, again though, these mines. Particularly on medal planets where they have to go through choke points. The mines are immensely cost effective. And it kind of forces the opponent to have combat fabbers, or, well, they just have to have them, don't they? Unless they've built 40 docks factories like last game.
Yeah, that was quite something. So, looking in the army tab, what do we see? Relatively even, although many more fabbers for PAG, and many more factories as well, 6 to be precise, and that's reflected in the amount of expansion they're doing, and the eco disparity there up about 140 and floating, so they can really be using a lot more of their build power in possibly air factories. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see them go full ham on air factories.
Yeah, PAG seem to be dominating the air game right now, but we see so many air factories built and more planned as well at the south. So I think they've really recognised that they're behind on the air game and they have to contest that. We do see some ground units built from PAG, but they're only beginning to make their way out now. But the air, you know, it's such a big map, early game, it seems to be air is the right thing to go for.
I'm surprised we haven't seen latent T2 factories going up. I think that might be a good thing that the teams can employ. And by latent, I mean 1 or 2 fabbers on it and stages rather than investing heavily in it.
So, just looking in chat, and Peter has confirmed that if PAG win this game, then they end second in Clan Wars Season 1. They'll take second place in the league behind Realm, who are placed first and have won Clan Wars Season 1.
Indeed.
So an important win for PAG to get out of this game. So it's weird, this sort of setup and map, isn't it? It's all very slowly, and by the time they get their units all the way over here, there's often a lot of units ready to meet them.
So many bombers.
Yeah, lots of bombers,
PAG.
especially at this stage coming
Goodness.
through. Oh, they've just done a flyby and end up destroying a lot of those units that were hiding behind the wall.
Oh, but
It looked like they were coming in for snipe territory, flying over some spinners. They lose a couple. Flying into fighters. Got to be careful, protecting the commander with those fighters right now.
Yeah, I think
at this stage, those walls are not helping you against the bombers, and you ought to get some anti-air.
walls are not like 600 meters tall. Oh, all the bombers!
Oh wow! Oh, every single one gone.
Wow.
Now that worked out favourably for Promethean, and investing in all those air factories and only building fighters was definitely the right choice that's paying off for them. And I like what they're doing here. They're setting up assist commands on their air factories so that all the fighters end up next to the commander, and it's really hard to tell how many fighters a person has when they're all bunched up in one location. It's sneaky, but I like it. See, watch. These fighters are going to come out of nowhere in a very tight group, and they're going to destroy them all.
Yeah.
Ooh, fairly even there. So this is it. PAG have dominated the air game right now. They're currently leading 330 mobile forces to 220, so they have another 50% more forces. They have a slight lead in terms of income.
I don't think they dominate the air game right now. I don't.
No, okay, they're not dominating, but they are calling the shots, I would say, right now. Would you agree with that, Marshall?
Yeah, P is on the defensive.
Thanks, Marshall. Thanks. Can I continue?
You may.
Wicked, cheers. You're very generous. So, they called the shots, sort of, and called what's happening with all the air, and now the ground units they've been building are actually getting into the base right now, and are ready to put this extra pressure on, which makes it harder to deal with.
Yes, but the mines are still there. They can still do a little bit of annoying, but
we'll see what happens.
I think the air dominance has slightly backfired for PAG, and they didn't use the bombers when they could have done, because now there are so many fighters for Promethean that they cannot get through right now.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Promethean actually has the air advantage right now in terms of the number of fighters, and I think PAG does actually need to get some more air factories out. But Pag is the one calling the shots with all these ground units coming in so many locations here. Going to be hit by the mines over there, but I guess those guys are mine clearers doing the Lord's work. And now enough units actually coming through here for defense for Promethean. Lots of Infernos leading the way, which is perfect for this confrontation. And there's no... Oh! Rip 50 tanks. Rip. There weren't even that many bombers, but...
There's no spinners in those groups.
I was about to say that, and then 50 tanks died in one bombing run. Holy! So that's a really huge mistake to be making, actually. You can't...
All of these tanks, even the follow-up tanks are going to go... Oh, and all the air fabbers as well. Oh, no, there they go.
Nice! Down go those air fabbers. Pag do have a lot of fabbers though, so they're not too worried there. I think what Pag had done was they had so many air units, they thought they were going to use their fighters to protect the tanks, which is why they didn't have any spinners in the mix. But really, on a long walk like this, I just think you should have spinners in the mix. Good work here from Pag, chasing down those bombers at the back, and they destroy the majority of those bombers and then pull away before they go into the anti-air range. So bringing the fight back to them, but still, I think it looks like fighter advantage in favour of Promethean.
Yeah, it definitely is. They got huge group. Oh, the bombers from Pag just going.
What are they doing?
What?
I think they're trying to tank damage for the fighters.
I don't even get that.
So many air units. I'm liking the airplay in this game. If we look at the eco, Promethean, sorry, Pag sitting on 1100 to 600 right now. They've almost doubled Promethean's medal income.
Well, look at if you zoom out all the way, Pag have pretty much half of the northern hemisphere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Whereas Promethean have their bases.
Yeah. They're rebuilding a lot. They have a lot of fabbers. They're building their fabbers in a lot of areas. I think that was a snipe attempt on the commander. I don't know what happened, but he's only sitting on 88%, so he's not in trouble.
And T2 out now from both teams.
Yeah, give me some pings on that. Okay, so we've got one ping down here.
And one ping there.
Yeah, okay. So they both got it.
And they've got a deep space radar there as well, just in case of any orbital shenanigans. Which, speaking of which,
is
right
just happening right now.
Lots of fighters coming in from Pag now. They might want to circumvent... Oh god, all the defending fighters and the bombers behind them.
We see a couple of ground anti-air now in the mix.
Yeah. Good decision, I think.
Promethean has ceded so much map control. I know that they clearly have a lot of eco from a small amount of map control, but I just don't agree with it.
Pag just need to build more factories to get their build power. They are floating so much metal right now. They could be building so much more. And I mean,
so,
if I hold shift, I don't see too much build. Well, I say that, and then I glance north and I see this. So many air fabbers just popping up air factories every 5 seconds.
Oh, sniper attempt coming in on the commander on the north side. Oh, it's a 2-pass, Marshall. 2-pass. Marshall, you missed the 2-pass. You weren't even there to call it. Get good at calling them, man.
So, it wasn't a case of calling it or not. It was a case
of noticing it in the first place, Marshall. Holy! Okay, so they just sent their sortie of all of their fighters and bombers together and sniped from the commanders. And although it's looking dire for Promethean right now, there is one commander left. So, snipe is not unheard of. I don't think they're going to pull off another air snipe because I think Pag are now going to be very cautious against air. And they actually already have a lot of... Marshall, look at that anti-air. There's a lot of T1 anti-air. They're also getting up flak as well. They're not going to get air sniped again, I don't think.
Well, no, but I mean, look at Promethean's air now. Where's it gone? It doesn't exist. It's been rebuilt, but I think... Oh, and the scout there on the orbital, but yeah, Promethean lost air dominance briefly, but they're getting it back, and Pag's windows... Oh my god, all those bombers already!
Yeah. They're ready. The thing is, we can't see them, Marshall, because they're sending them all in this assist command on the commander, so they just look like there's nothing there. But they're grouping them all up really tightly. It keeps their bombers safe and it keeps their fighters safe. It's a good strat, even though it's a little bit exploity.
Ooh, lots of movements from Pag on the other side of the planet here.
So I think at this stage they should try and get out a teleporter or an orbital snipe or something. But I think it's going to be really difficult to snipe this commander. Really difficult.
Yeah, agree with that. But the orbital radars are coming out, and the orbital fabricators too.
Oh, they're losing so much ground. Ground units are just broken through. They didn't build double walls, Marshall. What the hell?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of double walls. I don't see the big thing about double walls.
Yeah, that's why you're a Gold League scrub, though, isn't it?
I'm platinum, sir. Shush.
What? They let a Gold League scrub into platinum? You must have friends in high places, Marshall.
Oh my goodness! Look at the balance. It's ridiculous.
What? You're looking at the air units?
Yes, the way they just fan out.
Yeah, it looks cool. So we see a lot of air units as well beginning to congregate for Pag. I think here with these ground units. Oh, they're gonna defend with their air units because there's no anti-air there to defend them. So down they go, nice and easily. Oh, there's a lot of units. It looks pretty gruesome. It's almost enough for a one pass, I think.
Where are you looking?
There's just here where all the air units are. Oh, they don't really want to. They want to fight over their anti-air right now. Oh no.
Oh.
That's okay. It's okay. They didn't lose much. They outnumbered them so much. They lost very little. But still.
And they flew them straight into the heart of the group as well, so they were completely surrounded.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, units moving north. Promethean's really pushing the fight to them. Can you see that? They've also got the orbital radar there as well, so they have good intel of what's going on right now. Moving north, a couple of bombers coming in to defend against them, but there is anti-air in the mix, so they should be okay. Ground units coming in from the left-hand side of the base. This is really bad news. It's right near the nuke that's just been started. That is never going to get finished.
Never say never.
And there's a lot of anti-air in these groups as well, so they have to be careful. Moving in some of their units to try and defend against that group. Oh god, fighters, moving. Oh god, Marshall. Marshall. 2 pass. 1 pass, multi-pass. Multi-pass. Marshall, are you paying attention, Snipe?
I'm looking at it.
Snipe's coming in right now. They sent in all the fighters first.
Single pass.
Oh man, you never. And they all died to 1 flak. They all died to 1 flak. GG. Game over. Game over. 1 flak. Did you see that? 1 flak.
Yes, of course I fucking saw it.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
See now, on one hand, they were clever because they kept them so tightly bunched that they were going to 1 pass and kill them insanely quickly. But because they kept them that tightly bunched, they did die to the flak instantly.
Yeah, that was backfired on them. Like, I thought they might have got through for a 1 pass given the flak's firing rate. I underestimated that. Because of all the other fighters that were going ahead, I thought the flak would have been a bit busy. But oh my goodness, Promethean's commander there, that is gone. There is no way that guy's getting out of there alive. Ooh, and they've lost a base as well. That's not good.
Gonna lose that base.
They don't want to move too many units around the commander because they'll lose quite a few when he blows. Oh! Not too bad, not too bad. It's okay, but they lost a lot of air factories there, so it's going to be really quite difficult for them to reacquire air dominance now.
No, they can't reacquire air dominance. It's over. They lost it with that flak.
Bombers!
Man. That 1 flak. That 1 flak ended the game.
Bombers!
Where?
I pinged it! Bombers!
What? You're talking about a Pag snipe?
A Pag snipe.
Well, what are you expecting?
But bombers!
So?
What's your call?
Oh, what? Oh, I hate playing this game with you, Marshall. I actually hate it. Just for the record, in case it weren't obvious, I actually hate playing this game with you. 1 pass.
You love it.
1 pass. 1 pass. Wait, why am I calling it before it even happens? They might send their bombers in. They might send their bombers in first, was what I was about to say. Okay,
they are doing that, and there's
go on then, Marshall. Call it, Marshall. Multi-pass.
No pass.
0 pass. Failure. Oh wow, everything that was on the ground just got
Diverted
annihilated.
Pass. Delayed pass.
Please wait, technical issues. What are they waiting for?
Just rubbing it in, taking out all the eco. Wait for the pass. Hashtag.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. We got so many air units, I can't even keep up with what's going on. I'm having, like, really bad sleep last night. It's like my pass calling is terrible.
I think they might be going for it, Marshall.
I don't know, are you sure?
Yeah. 1 pass.
0.5 pass.
Does it really work like that?
Yeah.
Well, when only half the group gets to drop their bombs. That's a half pass. Half pass incoming. What are they waiting for? See, Jonas is wondering what the fuck's going on as well. I feel this is getting to the point of BM now. This is getting to the point of BM. Like, why are you attacking anti-air instead of just killing the commander?
Poor show. Poor show.
I think that's BM.
There
Yeah,
it goes.
there we go. They just conceded anyway.
See, no pass.
No, you said half pass, Marshall. That was your last answer, so you were wrong. Let's get that straight. Your last answer was half passed.
Your last answer was single pass, 1 pass or whatever it was. So we're both wrong. There we go.
Great, we're both incompetent. Are you happy? Alright, GG's!
GG's! That is the end of Clan Wars Season 1, folks. Oh, dearie me. Right, let's get...
It is indeed. We've had some trials and tribulations with Clan Wars Season 1, but I think it's been great. We are, I believe, going to be coming back for a Season 2. We will hopefully see more clans. We're going to see a switch up of the rules and regulations. That was Clan Wars Season 1, everybody. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we will see you in Season 2.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So let's talk to the guys.
Hello there, Kilanda Rimpata.
Can we get Eladeo in here as well?
Oh, there we go. Hello. Hi.
So, what's with the BM not finishing the game?
Well,
Qatar?
We wanted to nuke, but it was a bit too late for that, I guess.
well, you played really well, not surprising, and, well, good game.
Thanks.
Yep. I think you didn't fight for any map control. What was up with that?
Tired, wanted to go for a snipe,
Yeah.
a little bit of extra cheese, you know, to finish the season off. And we managed to get a commander. The second one had a bit too much flak, and I kind of underestimated that. Sadly. But oh well.
To be fair, it was really funny watching all of those bombers get hit by one flak.
Yup. That was painful.
Was it painful? Because I laughed. I thought it was really funny.
Well, I kind of said to Jonas, like, oh, well, it's do or die, and then suddenly, like, bam, and it's like, well, it's a die. So...
It looks like you might have made it, but...
It was close, but...
It's quite hard to actually get past flak.
Close doesn't get you anything, unfortunately.
No.
Well, it was a good game, and I'm happy.
Yep, I think you should be happy.
One game versus Pag, and that was awesome.
Yep.
And, well... anything better than 0 victories is good, so I'm happy.
Yep. I think you should be happy. You did a good job.
Yep.
So, Eladeo, you here now?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted, didn't realise.
I heard you were the BM master who didn't want to finish the game.
You had so much AA, Zaphod, didn't you see?
What?
You need to prioritise.
Yeah, I see how you prioritize killing the AA instead of killing the commander.
Well, you see, if the player has lots of AA, you need to build a nuke to counter it.
Can you just build walls to block the AA instead?
I didn't think. No. Can you really?
You can build walls on the side of your bombers.
Did you know that tabby cats are the most OP anti-air form ever?
I don't even understand why that logically flows, but
Facts.
I'm glad you said that the other day.
Well, cats take out birds, do they not?
Well,
So, anyway, in the standings of Clan Wars, it looks like with that win, Pag does manage to make it to second place.
Yes.
Are you happy?
well done.
yeah, we're happy.
So, basically, behind our Lord High Superiors the Realm, you are first losers.
First losers.
Yeah, second place, first losers.
Seems legit.
Pretty happy, right?
I am amazed.
I see what you did there. It's a bit slow, but
Are you okay, Anadea? I forgot it's really early for you, isn't it?
yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, okay. I'll lay off you a bit.
Anyway, yeah, I watched the first game that Promethean played. They played really well.
Yeah.
It was really, really impressive.
Oh yeah.
I think they did a great job.
Thanks.
So, anything you're looking forward to in Season 2? Anything you want to criticise or anything?
I'm looking forward to more games.
Yeah?
It's always good. And hopefully it'll be a bit shorter waiting period between each set of games.
Do you mean dates?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that.
Cool.
Alright, anything else, guys, before we go?
No, I think I'm done here.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah, I'm
Entertaining
done.
games today, guys, so thank you for turning up. Thank you for participating in Clan Wars, and I hope to see you next season.
Sounds good. Hope to see you too.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you very much.